Amma Parasakti அவர்கள், மதிப்புக்குரிய குரு பேசல் அவர்கள், குரு தாமோதரன் அவர்கள், ருக்தியில் திருப்பணி மந்திரம் பக்தர்கள் உங்களுக்கும், அன்பார்ந்த பெரியோர்களே, அருமை பிள்ளைகளே, என் உள்ளம் கலந்து வணக்கத்தை அடியேன் தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கின்றேன். In the divine name of our Master, His Holiness Veera Brahma Sri Siva Subramanian Guru Swamigal, in the gracious name of Lord Shiva and Shakti, my humble vanakams and greetings to Guru Basil, Guru Thamodaran, and all devotees present here today. Good morning and welcome to Jothi and Mayam's Maha Shakti prayer. பிரார்த்தனை ஆரம்பிக்கும் நேரம் தயவு செய்து எல்லோரும் எழுத்து நிற்க வேண்டும் என்று அன்புடன் கேட்டுக்கொள்கிறேன். Can we all rise for the opening prayer, followed by the invocations on Navasakti Vinayagane. Maha Shakti is defined as a supreme cosmic dynamic energy. She is the great divine mother of the universe. Guru Swamigal states in the Subramaniam, "O my mother, you must come and grant bliss to your children. Please remove all of our pain and enrich our lives with joy. You must come to relieve the sorrows of your children. O Shakti, who rules the entire universe, please come." I would now like to hand you over to our chairman, Mr. Alan Pillay, who will officially welcome you.
The gracious name of the Divine Mother, my humble Vanakkam, Namaste, and greetings to one and all. It is indeed a pleasure to see such a good turnout. We're coming out of this COVID time, and this is the first year after the COVID that we are able to gather like this. But the scientists are already talking about a disease called Disease X, which is another pandemic that's going to hit the world. Well, that's what the scientists are saying. So when you look at the destruction that is happening in the world currently, not only in other parts of the world, but also in our country and in the city, it's self-explanatory. We see it in the news every day. The best we can do is pray. And how appropriate that this prayer is being held during Women's Month in August. So I want to dedicate the prayer today to all the women and the mothers in the house. In saying that, my special welcome to Guru Thamo and Sage once again for gracing their presence in our shrine. Once again, welcome. Sit back and enjoy the prayer with us. Nandri.
Nandri. I would now like to hand you over to the Jothi Anbu Mayam singing group, who will render 3 hymns. That is Namastivaya Namave from the Subramaniam, page 109, Shilo Vinayagya, and the last one, Jaya Jaya Karumari. Nandri. It now gives me great pleasure in handing you over to the capable hands of Guru Thamo, who will render hymns and give us discourse during his rendering as well. Nandri.
Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om, நன்றாக குருவார்க குருவே துணை அறிவோம் நன்றாக குருவார்க குருவே துணை அறிவோம் நன்றாக குருவார்க குருவே துணை குருவே துணை குருவே துணை குருக்கே என் வணக்கம் குருக்கே என் வணக்கம் வணக்கம் குருக்கே என் வணக்கம் வணக்கம். Dear family, friends, devotees of this beautiful shrine, Jothi, Anbu, Mayam, my very, very humble vanakkams and greetings to you. My first parle that I'm going to sing is a dedication to the Divine Mother. I would have sang a Vinayagar parle, but you've already done that. I'm going to go straight on to the Divine Mother. If one goes to South India, just outside on the outskirts of Chennai, there is a beautiful Kabal Easwaran shrine dedicated to Lord Shivapuram. At the outset, before that shrine was actually built, there was some discrepancies in Kailasam, and the Divine Mother Adi Parasati had to make her appearance in this world. She came down as a peahen. That is why the place is referred to as Mailapur. When she came down there, she constructed a lingam and she worshipped Amishivaya Paramani. It is said, eventually, a shrine was built around it, and from that point onwards, people turned towards this Divine Mother for her support and for her guidance. She is referred to as Karupagambal. It is said more especially now during this month of Adi, especially on a Tuesday, what we refer to as Adi Savai and Adi Velli, which is a Friday. So Mangalyam, married ladies should actually fast on those days and pray to this mother. This mother will offer them what we refer to as elongation of the Mangalyam. In other words, you will live a longer married life. That's what it's all about. Okay. I'm going to sing a dedication to this Divine Mother. கற்பகமே மழை நீ அணிந்தே காட்சியை தரும் போது மனதினில் குறையேதே சுமைகளும் எரியாதே நலன் தர மையிலினே நாயகி வரும் போது அம்மா நாவாரை பாராமல் வேறொரு பணியேதே கற்பகமே அற்புதமே கருணை மழை முகிலே திருமலர்பாதம் நாள் வேதம் தனி கூறும் நின்றிரு புகழ் பாடி நினைத்தடும் நினைவேறும் நின் அருள் துணையாடே நிம்மதி வந்து சேரும் அம்மா நின் திரு சந்நிதியில் தலைவிதைகள் மாறும் கற்பகமே அற்புதமே கருணை மழை முகிலே காண்பதவும் கேட்பதவும் யாவும் நின்னருளே கற்பகமே அற்புதமே கருணை மழை முகிலே காண்பதவும் கேட்பதவும் யாவும் நின்னருளே. The next one is a bhajan made popular in this country by the late Patakuli Murugadas ji. Those of you that know the lyrics of the song, you are more than welcome to join me. But at the outset, the very first line is the chanting of Om Shakti. All of you could join me in the Pratana, please. Whereby we glorify the Divine Mother. Chandana Kungamam Alangaram Murani. Oh Mother, you are so divinely blessed. Just look at that beautiful vision of your lovely face with the sandanam on the forehead, kungam, and your whole structure, the way the structure is. It is said, even Mahishasuran, when he first made contact with his mother, he even described that beauty like that as well. Om Sati 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 Sundaravadani Suganamanohari Mandagasamuga Madhavadani Sundaravadani Suganamanohari Mandagasamuga Madhavadani Sandana Kungamam Alangaramudani Sandana Kungamam Alangaramudani Tandiruvai Undan Darishaname Om Shakti 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 Nandi Devarudan Manam Pani Andanamugani Vandiduvai Nandi Devarudan Munivarum Pani Anandamurani Vandiduvai Shakti Om, Om Shakti Om, Om Shakti Om, Om Shakti Om, Om Shakti Om. தங்க சீலம்போ சலசல என்றிட தாண்டவம் ஆடி பயன் மகிழ்ந்திட தந்தை சீலம்போன் சலசல என்றிட தாண்டவம் ஆடி பயனின் மகிழ்ந்திட பொங்கமாண்டுடன் மூட புவி மேல் விளங்கும் ஆனந்தமூட புவி மேல் விளங்கம் மங்கள நாயகி மகிழ்வாய் வருவார். ஓம் சக்தி ஓம், 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 ஓம் சக்தி ஓம். வேதங்கள் உன்னை வேண்டி பாடிட விரும்பி சரஸ்வதி வீணை வாசித்திட வேண்டும் உனையே வேண்டி பாடிட விரும்ப சரஸ்வதி வீணை வாசித்திட சதானந்த மன ஜோதி ஸ்வரூபிணி சதானந்தமன ஜோதி ஸ்வரூபிணி ராஜேஸ்வரி சரணம் சரணம். ஓம் சக்தி ஓம், 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 ஓம் சக்தி ஓம். மீனலோச்சனி மகேஸ்வரி தாயே தேன்மொழி உடையே பராசக்தி நீயே. மீனலோச்சனி மகேஸ்வரி தாயே தேன்மொழி உடையே பராசக்தி தாயே. ஆனந்த அமைதிட காண்டிடுவாய் அம்மா. ஆனந்த அமைதிய காண்டிடுவாய் அன்னை வேளாங்கனி அருள் புரிவாய். ஓம் சக்தி ஓம், 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 ஓம் சக்தி ஓம். ஆதி பராசக்திக்கு the next bhajan is my own composition. When I did a CD in 2013, I worked out the lyrics for the song. It's a very, very simple bhajan. Those of you can join me in chanting this beautiful name of this Divine Mother. She is known by a countless number of manifestations, countless number of names. We glorify her in all her various forms. Om Shakti Adi Parashakti. Sati Om, Sati Om, Sati Om, Sati Om. எங்கள் அம்பிகையே கருமாரியம்மா, எங்கள் கவலைகள் தீர்த்தாய் தேவி அம்மா. எங்கள் அம்பிகையே கருமாரியம்மா, எங்கள் கவலைகள் தீர்த்தாய் தேவி அம்மா. எங்கள் அம்பிகையே கருமாரியம்மா எங்கள் கவலைகள் தீர்த்தாய் தேவி அம்மா எங்கள் அம்பிகையே கருமாரியம்மா எங்கள் கவலைகள் தீர்த்தாய் தேவி அம்மா பாதம் நம்பினேன் உன் புகழை பாடினேன் மகமாகி திருசூடி என் தேவியே உன் பாதம் நம்பினேன் உன் புகழை பாடினேன் மகமாகி திருசூடி என் தேவியே எங்கள் அம்பிகையே கருமாரியம்மா எங்கள் கவலைகள் தீர்த்தாய் தேவி அம்மா நீ சிம்மவாகினி நீ நாகதேவினி மகமாகி என் தேவி நீ சிம்மவாகினி நீ நாகதேவினி துர்காதேவினி என் தேவி அம்மா எங்கள் அம்பிகையே கருமாரியம்மா எங்கள் கவலைகள் தீர்த்தாய் தேவி அம்மா நீ கருமாரி அம்மணி என்னை காத்திடுவாய் கஷ்டங்கள் எல்லாம் தூக்கிடுவாய் கருமாரி அம்மணி எங்கள் காத்திடுவாய் கஷ்டங்கள் எல்லாம் தூக்கிடுவாய் எங்கள் அம்பிகையே கருமாரி அம்மா எங்கள் கவலைகள் தீர்த்தாய் தேவி அம்மா எங்கள் அம்பிகையே கருமாரி அம்மா எங்கள் கவலைகள் தீர்த்தாய் தேவி அம்மா எங்கள் அம்பிகையே கருமாரி அம்மா எங்கள் கவலைகள் தீர்த்தாய் தேவி அம்மா எங்கள் அம்பிகையே கருமாரி அம்மா எங்கள் கவலைகள் தீர்த்தாய் தேவி அம்மா எங்கள் அம்பிகையே கருமாரி அம்மா எங்கள் கவலைகள் தீர்த்தாய் தேவி அம்மா. Who is Mariamman? Lot of us worship Mariam during the months of Adi. Who is Mariam? How did Mariamman worship come into effect? It is said in the time when Hera gone by, people never had medical practitioners who sought out the issues insofar as viral infection was concerned. And there was an outbreak of chickenpox and measles, and it was wiping out the population like it was gone crazy. There was one town just outside the metropolis, the major metropolis of Tiruchi, about 20 kilometers out of Tiruchi. There is a place that we refer to as Samiyapuram, and that place was badly affected. It was caught up in what we refer to as famine. There were no rains, and this disease had spread. People worshipped the Divine Mother, said to her, Tari, Adi Parasati Taya, come down, save us from this dilemma that we have now been plunged into. Children were dying like it was going out of fashion. And then there's all of a sudden one day there was a lady that walked in there with a yellow sari, hair all open. She said to the people, listen, do not worry. Here is a concoction of porridge. Consume that porridge. She gave them, mixed up the vapala and mixed the manja, and she gave it to him. And that whole city, the whole town had been saved from this deadly virus. And all of a sudden when they got relief from this deadly virus, they started looking for this Divine Mother that had made her appearance. They couldn't find her. Eventually they found her sitting under one vapamaram. And they asked her, who are you? You came down and you saved our entire population in this place. So she said to them, listen, have a look at my head. When the people went down, they had to look at it. All they could see was 1,000 eyes. That is why we refer to as Ayiram Kanpidayal. The mother with the 1,000 eyes. That is what they saw. And then they realized who this was. This was the Divine Mother, Adi Parasati, the manifestation of Lord Shiva himself. She is the energy aspect of Lord Shiva. There is no separation between the mother and Shiva. They're close together like always. You cannot separate one from the other. You got all these cords running here from the plugs. One is a black cord, one is a red cord. If you don't have those two joined together, in other words, if they're not in the plug together, you're not going to get any power. You're not going to have any lights. You're not going to have anything. Likewise, this Divine Mother is totally infused into Lord Shiva himself. Shiva is the negative aspect whereby he sits as Dakshinamurti. Everybody turns to him for support and for guidance. And the Mother is the active energy. The whole universe that goes around today is because of the involvement of the Mother's movement. So this is where Mariamman worship actually started, and this is where the Mother decreed to them, please, if you'll worship me, you'll need to worship me on an ongoing basis. Offer what we refer to as cool to all the people that are affected. Grind the manja, grind the vapala, give it to them, and from that point onwards, it became a tradition. Even the medical practitioners, they cannot even fathom the depth of the miraculous things that's in the miraculous potency in the vapala and the manja. All right. So we started medicine millions and millions of thousands of years ago before the white man ever came here with these medicines and injections. And this recent we had 2020, we had COVID. Everybody was battling for a cure, but there's simple things, breathing exercises, comes from yoga. Comes from yoga. And yet I was in contact with people that were going, dying like, it was going out of fashion. I was doing funerals. I was going to funerals just with a mask. I never even used all this particular gear. Never affected me because your breathing exercise needs to be good. And that also comes from the Mother as well. Everything that is generated in this world comes from the Divine Mother. We pray to your Thaya. You are the energy of this entire universe. We bow down to your lotus feet. Come down, protect us. Grant us all the good things, all the good wishes in life. O Divine Mother, shower us with an overflow of your divine blessings. You have taken a countless number of manifestations. You are the primal seed of life. You are the great light. All lights emanate from this big, massive ball of energy. That's the meaning of the next part of it. You must give me an indication when to stop for your next line. Rajeshwari Kailasa Vasa Nayagi Kailasa Vasa Nayagi. You are the Divine Mother, you are the divine energy that emanates from Kailasam. Oma Maheshwari Sattimaye Parameshwari Madhavun Padam Panindo Megi Parvaditaye Sharanam Mama Parashaktiye Sharanam Mama Parvaditaye Sharanam Mama Parashaktiye Sharanam Mama Yame Yendrum Karpai Taye Iruningava Yame Yendrum Karpai Taye Iruningava Parvaditaye Sharanam Mama Parashaktiye Sharanam Mama என்றும் நாடு வளம் பெரி நல்லாசை வழங்குவாய் என்றும் நாடு வளம் பெரி நல்லாசை வழங்குவாய் வறுமை நீங்க அருள்
Kalorikam Vanakkam. My name is Arya Amgam and I am a part of Jothi Mayam youth movement. The concept and worship of the Divine Mother has existed for thousands of years. Archaeologists have found the earliest mentions of its tracing back to the Indus Valley civilization, where various ancient artifacts depict the worship of the Mother Goddess. Mother Shakti, the Divine Mother, is portrayed as cosmic energy in its dynamic form. Being the mother of the universe, she is ever ready to heed the calling of her devotees. Adi Parashakti is the power or energy in action in the universe. This Shakti is no ordinary power. Rather, it is divine and supreme power. Scriptures further reveal the Shakti to be the breath of the Supreme Lord. This power or energy holds the universe together. This mother's name can be broken down as follows: Adi, Prima, Para, Supreme, and Shakti, energy or power. She is one supreme being expanded into multitude diversified manifestations. She exists in various forms and known by countless names across the world. She is mother of all creations. The precious and the wicked, the rich and the poor, the saint and the sinner are all her children. She is the energy in the sun. She is a fragrance in flowers. She is a beauty in landscapes. She is a color in the rainbow. Intelligence in mind, potency in homeopathic pearls, power in Ayurvedic tonics, and devotion in the devotees of the Supreme Lord. Worship of Mother Shakti grants one not only wealth and prosperity on this earth, but also assistance in one's pursuit, spiritual libertation from all bondage, which leads to the knowledge of the self and knowledge of God within us. No person can free oneself from the clutches of mind and matter without her divine grace. The difficulty of illusion is often insurmountable. Through her beginning grace and favor, one can easily obtain liberation from this material world. The goddess is referred to as worshipped as Amma, Mother. In most parts of South India and throughout the world, Mother Shakti is seen as light and hope in her darkest days. She is the supreme Lord we rely on for protection, guidance, love, comfort, healing, and most importantly, support. Take the opportunity today to worship and glorify the Divine Mother and witness the wonders unfold in your life. Nandri, Om Namah Shivaya.
Now look at the name of this organization. Jothi, Anbu, Mayam. Jothi is light, Anbu is love. Mayam is from where everything emanates. What is Jothi? How can you define Jothi? Jothi can only be found via the medium of a guru. You are so fortunate enough to have Guru Swami guiding you all through life. It is said every aspirant should have a guru that's going to give you direction in life. And that direction he should take you towards light. What is light? Light. If there's total darkness, you put light there, you can see. If you are totally ignorant, if somebody gives you knowledge, you become knowledgeable. These are the things. This is what light does to you. Anbu is love. Love is something. We may Sivame Anbu Sivame Anbu. Okay. Shiva is love. Shiva is love is Shiva. If some of you all are familiar with the Saiva Siddhanta, it says Pati, Pasu, and Pasa. Meaning, Pati means everything that is godly. That's God himself. Okay. God can be very minute. It can be very, very massive. Something that the mind cannot comprehend. It is said in the Rig Veda, when God is first being glorified, he is referred to as Parabrahman or Paramatman. This big massive ball of energy that has got no size, it's got no shape, it's got no form, it's got no name, it's got no gender. That is how God is being defined. We pray to the Pati. Here is the Pasu. Pasu is the soul that's within yourself. The soul is always confused. When the soul is confused, it needs direction. It gets direction from the Guru and it gets direction from God himself. Lord Shiva Pramani is one of the greatest gurus that you will ever see. So, we turn to him. Please give us guidance so that we could evolve into better human beings. And Pasa, passe is all your attachments. We as human beings, we are caught up with three very, very powerful attachments. Sondam, Bandham, Pasam. Ownership, bondage, attachment. Because we are caught up with those three very, very powerful attachments, we are brought back here time and time and again. Varvavada Mayam ida Mannavada Tinnam Parpovada Pirivi Kadal. Everything that you see around you is purely illusionary. It's a Mayam, it's an illusion. Nothing is of any permanence here. But there is a thing called an Atma or a Jivan or a soul that is imperishable. That comes from Lord Shiva Piraman. And at the end of the day, it needs to go back there. And when it needs to go back there, it needs to perform good deeds and actions because it's caught up in what we refer to as Pirivi Kadal, the ocean of birth and death. And how does this ocean of birth come into effect? That is based on your karmas that one would perform in one's life's journey. So that is why we say, as human beings, you need to perform things that Charya. Charya means going into shrines like this, going to the temple, assisting in cleaning the temple, washing the lamps, making dhalans, ensure that the temple is nice and spick and span. When you come to worship, you come through and you divinely worship. Okay. Kriya means whereby you constantly sit in God, constant meditation to Lord God Almighty, and thereafter the chanting of His Archane, His glorious names. That is all that's required in this Kali Yuga. Tirunavakara says, Jalam Povodu Dubam Maranduariyen, Tamilodi se Padal Maranduariyen. Oh Namah Shivaya Pramana, we have never ever forgotten to worship you by the medium of offering water, pour water, the offering of flowers, and the turning of light. Tamilodi se Padal Maranduariyen, as a Tamilian, I have never ever forgotten, I have never shied away from singing beautiful hymns and glorifying you, O God Almighty. Nalam Tiingale Unne Marandorian, irrespective of the standing in life I was, whether I was a pauper or whether I was a CEO of a conglomerate company. Unnamam Yanaval Marandorian. My tongue has never ever forgotten to chant your glorious name. I'm going to sing a beautiful padigam. Like I said, God is infinite. It can either be very minute or it can be massive. Okay. There is no beginning for God, there is no end. And I'm going to use the first word of your name, of your organization, Jothi. In fact, I've just formulated the lyrics of the song. This is in my mind, so I'm going to do it. Somebody asked me one day they asked me to pray for the lamp, and out of the blue, believe me, I'm not trying to be funny or disrespectful or anything. I very, very rarely pray to Mother Lakshmi. I very, very rarely pray to her. Because I'll tell you this now about Mother Lakshmi, I'll give you a little discourse on Mother Lakshmi as well. But Mother Lakshmi is not all about silver. It's not about money. It's not about money. There is so many other things that she gives you. There are so many. She comes in with 16 different enlightenments. Although she takes on Ashtalakshmi, that is the 8 manifestations, she comes with 16 different manifestations. Whilst I'm there, let me read it out to you quickly. Although she comes in Ashtalakshmi, that is Adi, Dana, Danya, Dairya, Gaja, Santana, Veera, and Vidya. Those are the 8 manifestations of Mother Lakshmi. She also gives you fame, she gives you knowledge, she gives you courage and strength, she gives you victory, she gives you good children, she gives you valor, she gives you gold and other gross properties, she gives you grain, she gives you happiness, she gives you bliss, she gives you intelligence, she gives you beauty, she gives you aim, think for the positive, move away from tamasic, rajasic, and try and attain sattvic, okay. Morality and ethics, good health, long life. These are the things. But people forget what Mother Lakshmi is all about. Come 25th of August, you're going to see everybody dancing around with red saris, red shirts, red dhotis, and the puja shops are making a massive business out of this. It's not about finance. It's not about money. Those are all the other qualities that this mother possesses. This is what you should be praying for. Peace, happiness, and tranquility cannot be bought with finances, cannot be bought. That only comes from there. So we're going to sing, glorifying God as light. Jothi, Jothi, Jothi Devi, Jothi, Jothi. Ye Jodi Devi, Sri Shakti Ye Jodi Devi, Jagamelam Ye Jodi Devi, Jodi 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 Devi, Jodi 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 Devi. Atpudaniye Jodi Devi, Adamam Niye Jodi Devi, Atpudam Niye Jodi Devi, Adiyam Niye Jodi Devi, Jodi 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 Devi, Jodi 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 Devi. இருளும் நீயே ஒளியும் நீயே ஆதமும் நீயே ஜோதி தேவி இருளும் நீயே ஒளியும் நீயே வானும் நீயே பூமியும் நீயே ஜோதி 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 தேவி ஜோதி 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 தேவி Jodi, Jodi, Jodi Devi, 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 Jodi, Jodi, Jodi Devi. Saint Ramalinga said, God is light. That is the only way to worship Him, by the medium of light. There is another thing. I read an article from one of the books. A lady from, trying to work out where it was, but she says she went into deep meditation. She prayed to Lord Shiva Paramani. She was an ardent devotee of Lord Shiva. And she was always curious to know, how did Ramalinga Swamigal disappear from this world? It is said she saw through a vision. He went into the room, locked the door, sat in a deep meditation pose, and then all of a sudden, like the way you will see a Agarbatti burn, that ashes remains on the top there. His whole body just burnt out like that. And there was a slight gush of wind, and the ashes spread throughout the universe. Ramalinga Swamigal was Shiva Peruman himself. He is Jyoti. The next part that I'm going to sing is that, like I said to you earlier on, in all my previous births, O Divine Mother, I have never ever come into contact with you. If one goes to southern India, I go to the very, very tip of southern India, a place called Kanyakumari, where the sun sets in one place and it rises at the same place. There is no such thing as the sun sets on rises on the east and sets on the west. You stand in Kanyakumari, you go there early in the morning at 5:30, 6 in the morning, you will see the sun rise there. You go there 5:30, 6 o'clock in the evening, the sun will set there. 1 point, no difference. That is the grace of the Divine Mother. That is the grace of the Divine Mother. The next part that I'm going to sing is a dedication. The Kavigar, the poet that wrote the lyrics for the song here, he was in an unborn state. In other words, he was in an embryonic form within the confines of his mother's body. And he said, "O Divine Mother, my heart comes out leaping to reach your holy or divine feet. In all my previous births, I've tried to make contact with you, but I failed. That is why I've been continuously caught up in the cycle of birth and death, birth and death. The sun and the moon are merely symbols of your divine wisdom. O Mother, whilst in this embryonic state, I know from past experiences the many difficulties that await me when I make my appearance in this world. But I pray to you right now at this point in time, whilst I'm within the confines of my mother's body, come down and feed me what we call Jnanapal. Jnanapal. If I consume that milk, then I will know my search would come to an end. My search would definitely come to an end, where all tiredness, ego, pride, all those things would disappear. And I know in this current life here, when I make contact with your Divine Mother, that will be my last and final birth. That's the meaning of the next parallel. Devi Kanyakumari Parasati Devi Kanyakumari Devi Kanyakumari Trivagari Devi Kanyakumari Devi Kanyakumari Parasati Devi Kanyakumari All of us are very, very familiar. All of us are very, very familiar with the padigam that we refer to as Achop padigam, the very, very last padigam in the Tiruvasagam, written by Manikavasagar, composed and sung by Manikavasagar. One of the lines, a very, very interesting line. Mummai malam arivitthi mudalaye mudal vandan. If I take that one line there, I can sit and talk for about 2 hours just by one line. You need to digest it, absorb what you are saying. Do it with feeling, do it with love, do it with efficiency. It is said in the Saiva Siddhanta philosophy that all of us are caught up in what we refer to as avidya or anava mala. What is this mala? Anavam, that's the first one, anavam. Ego, pride, all the negatives in your life, anger, krodham, all those things you don't need. Aggression, doing wrong things to other people, making people cry. These are all anavam. And because to sustain that anavam, this soul that's within your body here, is now turning towards performing karmas to sustain and support the animals. In other words, if you're living a bad life, you're going to do bad things to sustain that. If you think badly, Lord Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, it is not only the action, but it's the thought process as well. If you think bad, it's a bad thought. It affects your karmas immediately. So, if you are thinking badly, if you are doing things that are badly, if you are thinking of doing things that are badly, then it affects your karmas. And when it starts affecting your karmas, you start performing karmas to sustain and manifest your ego, your pride, all those negativities. Okay, that's what we call anavam. When you start sustaining that, then mayam sets in. What is mayam? Mayam means like a sheep. You try to make way forward, trying to attain the lotus feet of Lord Namaskaya Paramani. You cannot make it. You cannot do it. And it is said, the only way in this Kali Yugam, it is said in the Srimad Bhagavatam, it is said in the other Puranams as well, it is also said in the Kanda Puranam as well, that one needs to turn towards bhakti. What is bhakti? The constant chanting of God's name. I said to you earlier on, come to the temples, clean the temples, offer archane, sing His glorious name. These are the things that we need to do to overcome this mayam. Otherwise, that mayam is going to block you. You're going to be born and born and born and born till eternity. The 4 yogas will come and you will still be born. So that is why they say we need to turn towards God, chant His glorious name. The next part that I'm going to sing is a dedication to the Divine Mother, whereby we glorify her and we say to her, Taye, by constantly chanting your glorious name, constantly chanting your glorious name, we ask for your divine intervention. Jagadambike Agilandanayagi Jagadambike Agilandanayagi Adi Parasati Sivaranjani Amma Umayavadi Lord glorious name, all your karmic effects, all your negative effects will eventually recede. நாம் செய்த பிழைகள் எல்லாம் பொறுப்பாயம்மக, நாம் செய்த பிழைகள் எல்லாம் பொறுப்பாயம்மக. ஜகதம்பிகை சிவரஞ்சனி, ஜகதம்பிகை சிவரஞ்சனி, நாம் செய்த பிழைகள் எல்லாம் பொறுப்பாயம்மக, நாம் செய்த பிழைகள் எல்லாம் பொறுப்பாயம்மக. ஜகதம்பிகை சிவரஞ்சனி, ஜகதம்பிகை சிவரஞ்சனி, உமையவளியே ஓங்கார ரூபிணி அகிலாண்ட நாயகி, அடியார்கள் வினை தீர்க்கும் ஆதிபராசக்தி, 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 அடியார்கள் வினை தீர்க்கும் ஆதிபராசக்தி.
O Goddess who is forever, O Goddess, please come to us. O Goddess Shakti, who has the power of the planets and the entire universe. இப்பொழுதும் மலர் அர்ச்சனை ஆரம்பிக்கும். தயவு செய்து எல்லாம் எழுந்து நிற்க வேண்டும். We are now going to commence with the flower offering at the feet of the Divine Mother, and now hand you over to Auntie Samba and Auntie Salome. Can we all rise, please?
மதுரை நகர் மாமணியே ஆனாயின் மாசிலா மலரடிகள் போற்றி. மதுரை நகர் நரக்குழந்தை மலராயின் மங்காத பொன்னடிகள் போற்றி. மலையே மன்னனின் நின்றெடுத்த கண்ணேனின் அருள் செல்வமே தந்தருமாய் போற்றி. கலைகள் எல்லாம் அகத்தில் கொண்ட ஆனாய் நின் காருண்ய சிவசக்தியை போற்றி. தேனினோமினிய தமிழன் கண்ணனின் தென்மொழிய உலகெல்லாம் ஓங்க ஓங்க. மேனியே பன்னியும் பக்தர் ஆகும் என் தாயனின் தாய் கரமும் உலகமெல்லாம் ஓங்க ஓங்க. கண்ணியே உருளாய் வந்தரும் சிவ மாசக்தியே காரணமே ஓங்க ஓங்க. கண்ணியே கண்ணியே நலனம் பெண் செய்வ சக்தி உலகமெல்லாம் ஓங்க ஓங்க. பாவம் ஒழிக்க பரம் சக்தி நீ வருக இந்த பாறையெல்லாம் சிவ ஆகக்க வந்தருக தவமணிய சிவகனிய நின் வருக என் மாதா காளிய மனோமணிய வந்தருக மணி ஒளி கிணி கிணி எனவே நீ வருக பூதமணியிலும் சொல்லிலும் கலந்து வந்துமே அருக மணிபண்டத்தில் ஆடும் சக்திய வருக மகா ஈஸ்வரிய ஓங்காரிய வந்தருக சிலம்பொலி கலே கலே எனவே நீ வருக நின் சிலம்பொலி ஒலிக்க வந்தருக சிலம்பொலிக்க நலும் தந்தருளும் தாயே நின் மக்களிலும் நீக்க வந்தருளும் வருக அடிமை நீங்க ஒருமே உங்க வருக நின் மக்கள் என்றுமே வடிவாக வர வேண்டும் இருக்க நீக்கி இன்பமே உங்க வருக நின் மக்கள் படும் தூய தீர்க்க வர வேண்டும் உலகம் முழுதும் ஆண்ட சக்தியே வருக நின் மக்கள் வீரமாய் வாழ வர வேண்டும் நீரும் புகழும் சிவசக்தியே நீ வருக நின் செய்யன் சிவசுப்பிரமணியனை காக்க ஓம் தத் சத்தாயே என் கைவிடாதே.
Nandri, you may be seated. I would now like to call upon Guru Basil, who will deliver his discourse for today.
Thamo, Valaitham, our girl, she says Munsami, our girl, பெரியோர்களே சிறுவீர்களே உங்கள் யாவருக்கும் எனது அன்புள்ள வணக்கத்தை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கிறேன். The divine name of our master is always Sadguru Veera Brahma Shri Samiyapuram Swamigal, and the holy name of Sulinga Perumal and Mother Saraswati, Parasaraswati. My humble welcome and warm greetings to our revered guest, Guru Thamo Valaitham, Sri Sage Munsami, and let me also acknowledge the presence of the following religious organizations, the leadership and members of the Saiva Siddhanta Sangam Woodview branch, the leadership and members of Saiva Siddhanta Tirupati Mandiram of Brookdale, and the leadership and members of the Natarajan Samiyapuram Temple of Phoenix, and all other visiting guests and all members of Jothi, Anbu, Mayam. Thank you all for lovingly responding to our invitation to this beautiful and prayerful function. Today, Mother Shakti is present here in her full glory. The beautiful songs and explanations by Guru Valaitham and party bears testimony to this fact. We are now entering the third week of Women's Month, and all our mothers, sisters, wives, etc. have entrusted their lives to our Mother Shakti. Let me pause and briefly explain the reasoning behind the observance of the Maha Shakti Crusade and its originality. I might be subjected to correction because I do not have an explanation as given by our Guru Swamigal. We in Jothi Mayam believe the teachings of our Guru Swamigal, and therefore I'm saying, there might be another explanation which I would like to speak to the leadership of the Saiva Siddhanta Sangam, the Navisi, the headquarters, and maybe they might have books that relate to another explanation. But I'm today going to speak on what little I know, and I'm going to concur with our Guru Valaitham, because I've heard it, and we didn't meet each other during any time, but you'll understand what I'm saying. I know it personally, but we haven't met during this time when we prepared this for this today's prayer. It is said that thousands of years ago, our forebears observed this prayer, and it serves as a thanksgiving to the Mother for the fruitful harvest, life-giving rain, and the prayers and vows that she has answered. Being the Mother of the universe, she is ever ready to heed the call of her devotees. As such an instance did this force manifest as Muthu Mariamman, Muthu meaning in English pearls, Mari which is rain, and Amman, mother, thus being titled as the mother of rain, that which is more precious than pearls. In the time of great drought, a time when people were plagued with measles, mumps, and other diseases, people turned to the Divine Mother for help. This mother, ever willingly to help her children, manifested as a woman clothed in yellow and carrying a pot of fermented maize meal and some syringa leaves, descended on the state of Samiyapuram. Here she fed the hill with the porridge and nursed them with a mixture of syringa leaves and turmeric paste. She continued healing the sick, and when her work was done, she retired to the forest. The village people, once cured, sought after her and wanted to know the identity of this mysterious woman. They found her seated under a syringa tree, and the village people asked her to reveal her identity and wanted to know how she could be thanked for saving the lives of so many people. She disclosed herself as the Mother of the universe and asked that her devotees gather in great numbers, worship her, and distribute holy porridge during the auspicious month of Adi. She then disappeared, leaving torrents of rain to bathe the earth and aid growth of vegetation. She then became known as Samiyapuram Mariata. It is therefore in this great month of Adi that Mother Mariamma, also known as Mother Shakti, is venerated as the protector and the curer of all miseries. During this period, a sanctified food blessed by our Divine Mother, that is the porridge, curries, etc., tastes especially delicious, and there is intense unity among the assembled devotees. We at Jothi and Mayam have been observing this festival since our inception some 22 years ago, and I'm sure we will continue to do so well into the future. The Supreme Samiyapuram is the mother and father of the universe. Shakti is the power and the cosmic energy of Samiyapuram. Shakti is the expression of God in motion. Shiva and Shakti are not different from each other. They are the two aspects of the one truth, like fragrance and flowers, like water and ice, and the sun and its rays. Without Shiva, Shakti has no existence, just like the rays has no existence without the sun. In every home, the mother or caregiver mother is regarded as the Lakshmi of the house. God has blessed every female with their roles as woman, so be grateful for your lives and roles entrusted to you. The female gender is uniquely designed by God to be more caring, compassionate, loving, and loyal. When God chose you to be woman, He carefully designed you to be homemakers, mothers, nurses, and in the roles that you play. As an important member of the family, you are entrusted with the wonderful duty of ensuring that your families are exposed hearty meals, and exposed to good values. The concept of Shakti is the central theme in Saiva Siddhanta because it helps us to realize the university in diversity. The highest earthly love known to man is that of a mother. Hence, God's love is naturally conceived as a perfect mother. She is an inexhaustible fountain of love, ever with us and filling us with divine joy. Our revered Sadguru, Brahma Shri Siva Subramanya Swamigal, who composed the Subramaniam Noor, has given us a beautiful hymn entitled Ra Ra Bolo Bolo Gamata, where he says, "Come, come, O Mother, who has given birth to me. You are light of the whole world. I am your servant, O Mother. Show me the path to the Derby Street shrine where Mother Shakti resides." So Guru Swamigal accepted and also believed that Siva and Shakti are inseparable. On this auspicious day, I pray that Mother Shakti's divine love and blessings be upon each and every one of you and your loved ones. We will now perform the Maha Velvi, and I pray that everyone will participate in it and receive the Mother's blessings. With those few words, I say welcome, and we will prepare missions will give us more details on that. Thank you.
Nandri Guru Basil, இப்பொழுது மகா வேள்வியை நடத்தக் கொள்கின்றோம். We are now going to commence with the Maha Velvi. Please could the following devotees make their way forward: Yeshni, Auntie Sally, Kriyanti, Kriolan, Periska, and Auntie Chrissy.
Just pass the rest around for those of you that can take some time. Take one. Pass the rest around. So pass the rest around. Really quick to send straight on as well. Like everyone to feel, observe silence and concentrate on the prayers with enjoying melody. Okay. Right, we're going to start now. I'm going to say Om Shakti Parasakti 3 times and then clockwise give us put the S behind it. Om Shakti Parasakti, Om Shakti Parasakti, Om Shakti Parasakti. The first one we're going to do a prayer for Lord Ganesha. Please all put your hands together and repeat after me. I'd like everyone to repeat this prayer, please. Vakundam, Nala Manamundam, Mamalaram, Lokundam, Meni, Nunundadu, Punkundu, Tupar Tirumeni, Tambikeyan, Adam, Tapamal, Sarvat, Tavaku. We shall have a quick kick to with meaning will assist me this afternoon, this morning.
Those who regularly worship the Lord with the elephant's trunk and coral-covered body, by placing flowers at his feet, will get the power of speech, purity of mind, and grace of Ilukami, which is Mother Lakshmi, who appears on a red lotus flower. Their bodies will not suffer from illness.
Now we're going to do the mantras for Lord Ganesha. Everybody must repeat Namaha. And you will take fill of the flower and you say Namaha, put them at the base of the entrance of this. Okay, not your fire. Yeah? Om Salva Ganapatiye Namaha. Om Shakti Ganapatiye Namaha. Om Veera Ganapatiye Namaha. Om Bala Ganapatiye Namaha. Om Shakti Vinayaka Namaha. Om Yana Mugandavane Namaha. Om Mujit Kadavale Namaha. Om Gam Ganapatiye Namaha. Om Lambo Thariye Namaha. Om Kabiliye Namaha. Om Vikta Rajeshye Namaha. Om Isan Marane Namaha. Om Pillayar Namaha. Om Ha Ganapatiye Namaha. Om Maha Ganapatiye Namaha. Om Maha Ganapatiye Namaha. Next prayer you must say Saralam. Kalenire Ganapati Saralam. Saralam. Kajamuga Ganapatiye Saralam. Saralam. Om Talevanin Inayadi Saralam. Saralam. Saravana Baba Guga Saralam. Saralam. Sile Mali Vidiyava Saranam. Saranam. Siva 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 Saranam. Saranam. Ulevaram Ulevare Saranam. Saranam. Uve Siva Ambige Saranam. Saranam. All the flowers when we got around there. Now we will light the Valvi and three camps on it. Arparam Jothi, Arparam Jothi, Taniparam Karune, Arparam Jothi, Arparam Jothi, Arparam Jothi, Taniparam Karune, Arparam Jothi, Arparam Jothi, Arparam Jothi, Karupagambal Karune, Arparam Jothi. Now you all take some seats. First mantra is going to be for Ansamaya, and we all say portion. ஆதி முதல் பொருள் ஆனாய் போற்றி போற்றி சோதிய எங்கும் இருந்தாய் போற்றி போற்றி ஓதும் சிவகாமம் ஆனாய் போற்றி போற்றி ஓங்கரமாய் உலகனாய் போற்றி போற்றி தேவத்தை தேவரம் ஆனாய் போற்றி போற்றி சேவதியன் உலம் வைத்தாய் போற்றி போற்றி பக்தர்கள் ஆற்றிடும் பரனே போற்றி போற்றி சாந்தமும் எமே ஆலம் சிவமே போற்றி போற்றி சிவமே காராய் போற்றி போற்றி சிவலிங்கமே ஆலாய் போற்றி போற்றி ஈசன் அரி போற்றி போற்றி எந்தை அரி போற்றி போற்றி தேசன் அரி போற்றி போற்றி சிவன் சேர்வரி போற்றி போற்றி நேயத்தை நின்ற நிமலன் அரி போற்றி போற்றி மாய பிறப்பிறக்கும் மன்னன் அடி போற்றி போற்றி சீரான் பெருந்துரை நம் தேவன் அடி போற்றி போற்றி ஆராதே இன்பம் அருளும் மலை போற்றி போற்றி. Now we go onto the Shakti mantras. Namaha. Om Adi Parasaktiye Namaha. Namaha. Om Nidhi Parasaktiye Namaha. Namaha. Om Raja Rajeshwariye Namaha. Namaha. Om Sundari Saundariye Namaha. Namaha. Om Gauri Manorgariye Namaha. Namaha. Om Nada Swaruspaniye Namaha. Namaha. Om Vidi Nayaganiye Namaha. Namaha. Om Kanji Kamakshiye Namaha. Namaha. Om Madurai Meenakshiye Namaha. Om Kasi Visalakshiye Namaha. Om Nitya Kalyaniye Namaha. Om Kalati Petsavale Namaha. Om Nan Muga Naviye Namaha. Om Yaga Valiye Namaha. Om Mangala Valiye Namaha. Om Mangala Valiye Namaha. Om Mangala Valiye Namaha. Okay, put on the seat and put a little bit on the fire. From here, if you all can connect up, please, just put your hands on the shoulders. And if everybody would like to just join, please connect up so we just do a prayer now, please. You maybe if you can come forward and you take it from there, you can just connect up to everybody. the youth. Illaga vilakkadu, iru keduppadu, sollaga vilakkadu, sodi ulladu, pallaga vilakkadu, palarum kanbadu, nallaga vilakkadu, Namah Shivayave, nallaga vilakkadu, Namah Shivayave, nallaga vilakkadu, Namah Shivayave. Keep the connection. Sandha Maniya, Sivaganiya, Yanta Yirviya, Yega Waliya, Tandai Tavatal, Inda Udale, Kundalam Parakumari, Karai Diname. Puloga Mata, Puvaneshwari, Puloga Mata, Tiruparanduragi, Puloga Mata, Sundareshwariye, Puloga Mata, Vandarul Amare, Puloga Mata, Vandarul Amare, Puloga Mata, Vandarul Amare. Okay, now you can take more seats. Thank you. Om Santa Maria Mandavale Namaha. Om Siranda Salvas Karupagambal Namaha. Om Santamum Nanam Karupagambal Namaha. Om Arumpuram Imbam Avale Namaha. Om Vidu Vane Yavam Karupagambal Namaha. Om Linman Yallam Sirandavale Namaha. Om Ponmaniya Sivamaniya Sirandavale Namaha. Now we will do an invocation to Mother Saraswati. Valaitham Povu Irupal, Vine Seyum, Oliyal Irupal, Kolle Inbum, Kalabu Kavide, Kurum Bavale, Ulgatal Irupal, Ondum Verdatan, Unden, Oliyal Val, Kala Matra Munivarga Kurum, Karune Vasaga Tatpurum Aval. So let me in English.
The one who sits on a white lotus lives in the sound of the veena, the poem that brims with a million pleasures. She dwells in the hearts of its creators. In my quest for finding meaning in life, I realize that she reveals herself to ardent devotees through Vedic chants. She lives in the utterances of sages and forms, the essence of their kind words.
Continue, takes more. Om Kali Deviye Namaha. Om Vani Kali Vaniye Namaha. Om Nirmala Rubiye Namaha. Om Kalvi Kalsiye Namaha. Om Veena Pavaniye Namaha. Om Nitya Kalyane Kaniye Namaha. Om Tamare Amatavale Namaha. Om Sadhya Deviye Namaha. Om Vigneshviye Namaha. Om Kankaya Deviye Namaha. Om Saraswati Taye Namaha. Om Saraswati Taye Namaha. Om Saraswati Taye Namaha. Next one is the Mother Lakshmi mantra. Om Gaja Lakshmiye Namaha. Om Vijaya Lakshmiye Namaha. Om Veera Lakshmiye Namaha. Om Santa Lakshmiye Namaha. Om Adi Lakshmiye Namaha. Om Asta Lakshmiye Namaha. Om Vara Lakshmiye Namaha. Om Danya Lakshmiye Namaha. Om Dana Lakshmiye Namaha. Om Vidya Lakshmiye Namaha. Om Maha Lakshmiye Namaha. Om Maha Lakshmiye Namaha. Om Maha Lakshmiye Namaha. Next one will be the Om Shakti Om mantra. Om Parashaktiye Om Shakti Om Om Shakti Om. Om Nidhi Parashaktiye Om Shakti Om.
Om Shakti Om.
Om Jothi Parashaktiye Om Shakti Om.
Om Shakti
Om
Om.
Shiva Shaktiye Om Shakti Om.
Om Shakti Om.
Om Padre Muchum Taye Om Shakti Om.
Om Shakti Om.
Om Valaitham Taye Om Shakti Om.
Om Shakti Om.
Om Payal Varada Devam Taye Om Shakti Om.
Om Shakti Om.
Om Veeraye Seyum Oliyal Irupai Om Shakti Om.
Om Shakti Om.
Om Anbu Arukaram Jothi Taye Parashaktiye Om Shakti Om.
Om Shakti Om.
Now for the closing mantra, we will be praising the true names of Lord Shiva, and everyone to say it forcefully. Om Nadaraja Potri,
Potri.
Om Nadaraja Potri,
Potri.
Om Nadaraja Potri,
Potri.
Om Shivalinga Potri,
Potri.
Om Shivalinga Potri,
Potri.
Om Shivalinga Potri,
Potri.
Om Neelakandan Potri,
Potri.
Om Neelakandan Potri,
Potri.
Om Neelakandan Potri,
Potri.
Om Sadasivan Potri,
Potri.
Om Sadasivan Potri,
Potri.
Om Sadasivan Potri,
Potri.
Om Shiva Shakti Potri,
Potri.
Om Shiva Shakti Potri,
Potri.
Om Shiva Shakti Potri,
Potri.
Om Mahadeva Potri,
Potri.
Om Mahadeva Potri,
Potri.
Om Mahadeva Potri,
Potri.
Om Vaidyanatha Ishwaran Potri,
Potri.
Om Vaidyanatha Ishwaran Potri,
Potri.
Om Vaidyanatha Ishwaran Potri,
Potri.
Om Shankara Potri,
Potri.
Om Shankara Potri,
Potri.
Om Shankara Potri,
Potri.
Om Shiva Karuman Potri,
Potri.
Om Shiva Karuman Potri,
Potri.
Om Shiva Karuman Potri,
Potri.
Om Namah Shivaya Potri,
Potri.
Om Namah Shivaya Potri,
Potri.
Om Namah Shivaya Potri.
Potri.
Now we do the closing prayer, and I'd like everyone to please connect up again with the prayer. And then Michelle will do the Diva Aratane and the offering of the water, right? Okay, the offering up. I'll say the prayer, and then I'd like everyone to repeat this after me. They will give me the meaning in English, and you'll understand what we've been saying. Namah Shivaya Ve, Agranayagane, Amme Appane, Yangal, தெரியாமல் செய்த குற்றங்களை மன்னிக்க வேண்டுகிறோம். எங்களுக்கு தீய வினைகள் அணுகாமலும் எம்மை சேர்ந்த எல்லோருக்கும் நோயற்ற வாழ்வு தந்து காப்பாற்றுவீர்கள் என்று வேண்டுகிறோம். எங்கும் நிறைந்த எல்லாம் வல்ல இறைவா, தங்களின் பொன்னான மலர் போன்ற அடிகளுக்கு பலமுறை போற்றி 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 போற்றி.
Om Namah Shivaya, the Lord of the universe, our Mother and Father, forgive us for doing wrong without knowing you. Keep us away from bad deeds. Grant us the boon to live a sickness life. Look after us, the all-pervading, almighty Lord. We pray to your golden, beautiful lotus feet many times. We hail you, we worship you.
All the worship again for stand. I would like everyone to come and offer the praise, and then will come and will continue in some songs. So thank you. Okay,
You may now come forward to make your offering into the Velvi. Thereafter, you can seek your blessings from the Divine Mother. And you over to Guru Thamo, who will then lead you.
Samiyapuram varum Mayamma Sankadam Nidare Venum Amma Samiyapuram varum Mayamma Sankadam Nidare Venum Amma Karupagambal Thank you.
PRO, Thiru, who is going to deliver the vote of thanks.
In the divine and gracious name of Shri Shakti, my Valaitham and greetings to our honored guests, to all our gurus, swamis, and members of our sister organizations, and all devotees gathered here today to seek the grace of our Divine Mother. May the blessings of Samiyapuram, the Supreme God, Maha Shakti, the Divine Goddess, and our beloved Master, His Holiness, Veera Brahma Shri Sivasubramani Goswami always be upon you all. A prayer such as this observed today cannot be organized single-handedly. It requires a dedicated team of individuals, and we at Jothi and Mayam are blessed with an amazing group of people under the able leadership of our spiritual head, Guru Basil, Arvagam, and the dynamic chairman, Alan Pillai. There is a saying, a thankful heart is not only the greatest virtue, but the parent of all virtues. Today we are thankful to the following people and place on record our heartfelt gratitude to them. At the outset, we would like to thank all of you, all our family and friends, members of fellow organizations, for responding so magnificently to our invitation. It is indeed heartening to see all of you here today to pay homage to our Divine Mother. We will be abundantly blessed. A very big thank you to our special guests, Guru Thamo Valaitham, Sage Munsami, and George Naidu, for adding to the spiritual vibrations of today's prayer with your beautiful musical renditions. While listening to you, and I don't know about all of you guys, but while listening to these divine hymns, I closed my eyes and I could see Mother Shakti and Lord Shiva dancing and smiling in front of me. That's the power of your music. Guru Thamo, you always have such enlightening words of wisdom to share with us. We are grateful for your presence here today. You have invoked Mother Shakti's grace in our small organization, and we are blessed beyond measure to have you with us. We would like to thank also Jay Singh from the college at the Woodview School for graciously allowing us to use the classroom next door for catering, as well as the use of the ablution facilities. We extend a heartfelt thank you to Mr. Lenny Singh of the sound company for providing the sound system for today. Uncle Len has assisted us even though he's not well, and we are eternally grateful to you. Thank you. Thank you to Auntie Rosie for the assistance with the decor. Our altar looks amazing today, so do all of you. For the delicious lunch that you are about to enjoy, we would like to thank our amazing cook, Tian Das. He has provided these services at a reduced rate and never fails to disappoint us with his lovely curries. We would also like to thank all our mothers that prepared the lovely Vedas and Douglas and Seaweed that you will be enjoying soon. We would like to thank Priya from VP for the lovely pamphlets that we all had on our chairs earlier on today. Thank you for all those dedicated members that assisted in the cleaning and preparation of the shrine in readiness for today's prayer, and those that have helped clean vegetables for today's meals. Thank you also to Ashlomi and Simla for providing lunch yesterday while members worked tirelessly to prepare for today. Thank you to the breakfast team that did a marvelous job in ensuring that everyone was taken care of for breakfast, and to our very efficient lunch catering team who will be serving us as well. We also would like to thank Avishka for the pujas and Khatija from We Feed SA, sorry, my mistake. Khatija from We Feed SA for the sponsoring of the water. To all those that have given sponsorships and donations in cash and kind, and there is too many to mention individually, a heartfelt thank you to you all. Your contributions have ensured the success of today's prayer. Lastly and most importantly, we give thanks to our Supreme Sivapiraman, for without his divine blessings, nothing is possible. We also thank our Divine Mother, Shakti, the manifest power of Sivapiraman, who gives us the power and energy to complete all tasks. Today I wish for you the blessings of the Divine Mother, Shakti, who lives within us as energy and vitality, and the blessings of Divine Father, Sivapiraman, who resides within us as consciousness. May they always take care of you, protect you, and guide you in their infinite love, lead you to the supreme cosmic consciousness. I pray that you have been spiritually touched today by Parasati. I think at this juncture I'll be failing in my duty as the PRO of Jothi and Mayam to just tell you a little bit about our lovely organization. You'll all receive pamphlets earlier on that I mentioned. Please, we would like for you to take these pamphlets and share it with your family and friends, just to tell everyone that we are an organization in Goodview. We are here if you all need spiritual upliftment, if you all need a path to God, to Simiyapuram, we are here to assist you. We would like, obviously, to call membership to increase. Jothi and Mayam is a non-profit spiritual organization based in Goodview. We worship the Supreme in the form of Lord Shiva and follow the same Siddhanta philosophy as taught by our Sadguru, Brahma Shri Samiyapuram Swami. Like I said, we're a small, humble organization, but we are full of love and we are here to welcome you all. It is our mission to illuminate the teachings of the divine and propagate the spiritual awareness within our community. We aim to encourage and promote unity among spiritual aspirants and establishments. We are always searching for passionate and dedicated individuals to join our wonderful organization. With an increased number, we will be able to re-establish previous activities within the organization, such as singing, music classes, Tamil lessons, and youth extracurricular activities. If you see on our board here, we've got up pictures of previous functions and things that we've had within the organization, and we would like to see more people bringing in members. Please invite your family, invite your friends, bring along people. They will find what we've all found here, love, compassion, and a way to God. Once again, thank you all for joining us in prayer today. Lunch is being served shortly, so please stay and partake of the meals provided. Take care and go home safe.
Nandri Kiru, can we all rise for the concluding arti?
Jaya
prayer.